Good afternoon, my name is John, and this is the Homestead Diary. I am engaged in hanging concrete siding on the house. Concrete siding is an awesome thing to use because it is fireproof. And though we don't have the fires here in southern Missouri that we had out west, there's still a chance of fire. And it's definitely good to have something like that that's solid and lasts forever. Anyway, it's a relatively simple process, although it is more time consuming than using wood siding or vinyl siding. Is you've got your concrete board, and it is literally concrete. It's got fibers impregnated in it, and so it stays together better than just straight concrete, but still it is relatively fragile in terms of the hanging of it. And so you want to take your hammer drill and a hammer drill bit and drill small holes in it, and then you want to put these nails through it. Now there are different types of nails for hanging the siding. These are fluted nails with a little twist on them, and that's so that the nail won't come out. You can also use ring shank nails for the same purpose. This particular style of nail, they are less common. You don't find them as often as ring shank nails, but they do work, although I've seen them a lot in the construction of pallets, which are things which are designed to be moved around a lot and designed not to come apart. And so it definitely makes sense to use something like that. If you use smooth shank nails, your siding eventually is going to fall off the house. And so anyway, make sure you wear these things and these things, because you don't want to lose what God gave you in terms of hearing and seeing. I cut the siding with an angle grinder. This has a diamond blade on it. Super easy to use. I mean, you just make your mark, and with a steady hand, not too much caffeine, you just go along there and you cut it, and you can cut through a piece of siding like this in 10-15 seconds, something like that. I've tried using the fiber blades. I've got a little chop saw here, and it worked okay, but we're talking a minute or more for it to cut through, and that's just way too long. If I had a diamond blade, I'd use that instead, but since this is what I've got and I'm out in the country, it's what I'm doing. And so anyway, we walk out on our scaffolding, a couple stories up, and come over to where we're hanging siding. And so here's our 3 holes, and here's the spiral nail. I've already got one in there, and you make a point of you've got our marks here, here, and here, and it's leveled all the way across. I've got marks all the way across here, and so then I put one nail in, and I put my level up here, and just to make sure every single piece you put the level in after you get your first nail in, and then you're making sure that it is, of course, level, because that's what you want. And pretty simple. After it's all done, then clean it and put caulk around the edges to make sure that it stays where it's supposed to. Yes, the nails hang it and the nails keep it there, but you're also dealing with not wanting water to infiltrate around the edges and whatnot, because even though we've got Tyvek up, eventually water can infiltrate, and that's very important to keep it out. And also it gives it a much cleaner look. It's kind of like when you're hanging finished trim and then you're going to paint the trim, but before you paint it, you put up caulk everywhere, and that gives it this complete sealed up look. Real smooth, real professional. So anyway, that's how I'm spending my Sunday afternoon. I hope you all have a blessed day.